Hey everybody, what's going on? Gnome here, server X160, the best in the West, representing Arkham Asylum, the #1 guild in conquest. Man, they destroyed it this season. I didn't participate, but woo, great rewards. Got me some boots. And I would put on this champion for purposes of testing, but he already destroys things way too quickly, so let's attempt to kind of slow things down a little bit. Um, let's check out. So this is the Eldrosil Guardian. He looks insane. So he's got this little like vine or something swirling around him that turns to some leaves. He's kind of his pauldrons are kind of these faces that looks really cool. One arm is different than his other two. His right arm is split into two, and his left arm is this big trunk of an arm. And then he's got these kind of vines going around him. So super cool look to this guy. Very interesting. But then he's got a Game of Thrones looking face. One of the Night Walkers. No, I'm just kidding, but interesting. He is on the production district remember to put him in a district. Some people forget. Um, he is a mix between, I believe it's a mage, or let's see real quick. You can always tell if you come in here. Okay, so it's mages and marksmen. So high damage output, kind of fragile, less protective abilities. In fact, we're going to go ahead and talk about the abilities at level 20 first so we can get an idea of the total power. The Guardian event's still going, so we can do some battles in there too. So, passive is Arbor Pursuit. Damage dealt to enemies increases based on the distance between the enemy and yourself. When the enemy is at maximum normal attack range, the damage is increased by 42%, up to a maximum of 60%. So I'm guessing if he's in the back line and they're past the back line, which happens quite a bit, so that damage increase is significant. Leveling this passive already is something I'd be looking into. So imagine 60% extra damage in battle when an enemy on the field is affected by a control effect. Immediately launch one spike to attack that enemy, dealing 380% strength is true damage. So 380% strength is true damage if they get under control effect. That's pretty strong. And it restores constitution equal to 60% of the damage dealt, which will be a lot of damage. Up to 8 spikes can be summoned every 2 seconds. So if you aim for a crowd control team with this Guardian, you're going to be going right. So think of Voidborn, the Tentacle Illithid Guardian. That would be good. There's a lot of CC there. Necrosa has a lot of CC. Ignorath, believe it or not, actually has a lot of CC. So this guy can merge well with a lot of Guardians. The Void Guardian does a 2-second stun with his active to enemies that are in range of the totem. So that's a potential. So that was the passive. Let's look at the active now. Thornbind. Release forward rolling vines wording. On up to 2 random enemies on the field, the vines entangle enemies along the path and near the end point for 1.5 seconds, rendering them unable to act. Then a fruit begins to grow at the end point, exploding upon maturity and dealing 850% strength damage to enemies within range. That's a lot. Increasing their received crit damage by 60% for the next 4 seconds. That's really good, nice little bonus other than damage. If there are enemies nearby when preparing to release the skill, swing the vine whip first to knock back surrounding enemies, dealing 350% strength damage to them. So, if you make him your strongest enemy or champion, then the enemy's Queen of Frost will charge towards him, and he'll knock her back before releasing this. That seems pretty good. Let's check out the ultimate here. Use the back vines to perform a powerful thrust forward dealing 1500% strength damage to enemies in range and causing significant knockback. Each time an ally uses the ultimate skill in battle, increase the crit rate by 4.5% up to 10 times. So that's an extra 45% crit rate, which is awesome. Not to mention, that is a load of damage. And finally, let's look at the Guardian ability, Harvest Rain. Unleash the power of the Sacred Tree to launch numerous spikes forward, dealing a total of 1,960% of strength as true damage. Whoa! To enemies within range. If target is in a control immunity or uninterruptible state, it deals extra true damage equal to 8% of their max constitution each time, up to maximum of 1,000% of the strength of this Guardian. Each time an ally uses a Guardian skill, crit damage increases by 8% up to 10 times. So that's 80% crit damage. Resolve collection. Each time dealing damage in battle, gain 200 resolve. When the attack triggers a crit hit, the resolve gained is increased by additional 50%. During the release of the Guardian skill, you are immune to control. That's nice. And for 8 seconds after release, you cannot gain resolve. So if you're fighting another one of these and they're shooting off this, then don't forget, if they're shooting it at the same time, it's going to do extra true damage to them while they're in that immune to control state. So, interesting. The traits we have is another plume dance. What are they trying to tell us something? So we got plume dance on Necrosa, on Eldrosil, on yeah, wow. So and then Bone Blade, which is the Marrowwind or Marrowborn ability, and at the start of the battle, back row allies' damage is increased by 20% for 20 seconds. This effect cannot be dispelled or stacked, so no zealous on it. Really strong champion, super strong. You want to pair with some control. I built a couple interesting little teams, so well, I need to get my sails and sabers done before reset here. So we're just gonna jump straight into my 5 battles here, and then we're gonna go to advanced arena. So I know this is quick. I have honorable, energetic, and or sorry, honorable, brutal, and barrier, level 20 barrier on him. So let's check out some battles. Mm, Here we go. This looks good. So I'm going to put my main team against their second roster. The team that we're testing, I'll put against their top roster. See how it does against the male SK. So you see the Eldrosil up there. Okay, we'll play it. Let's see what we got here. 2 hands. Put your hands together for 2 hands, everybody. All right, here we go. So we're going to be looking for a couple things. His active is supposed to hit 2 random people. Here he goes. Okay, see him? Okay, and I didn't see any fruits going. This feels like times 2. And he shoot. Okay, that was way too fast. I can't even keep up with that. Here's my other teams. Or maybe it's just laggy a little bit. Anyhow, this is my team 1. Oh, no, it's not. This is my team 2. It's got my male Crimson in it. So look at his rarity. He's only like level 300 something. He's going to do okay, though. I think he's going to live. Nope, he's not going to live. Let's see what's going to happen here. This is down to the wire. Oh, we need to get this execute off, please. Oh, no. Oh, man. Destroyed my team 1, or my team 2, I guess. And this is my weird experimental team 3. Yeah, it's got some shields. It's got some female Nereid. And then all my guys go off and boom! Hey, it did okay, considering I've got a huge advantage in might. Yeah. So, okay, we'll take it. We got to get these battles done. Whoa, not messing with Mira. Can't. Too tough. Let's see who else we got. Whoa, not Mega Sega. Can't even touch it. Not there yet. Here we go. This is Huggy Bear. Sometimes we trade back and forth wins. So I'm going to put my weird experimental team on their main team at the bottom. I'm going to put the team that we're working with in question against their team 1. And then my weird team 2. Actually, maybe we should rebuild some teams. No, sorry, we don't have time for that. We'll do that in the advanced arena, maybe. Let's just kind of go with this. Let's roll with the punches here. Alright. So I didn't realize that's why it won so quickly. We'll put that down at the bottom. Look, that's got female Dire in it. I don't even remember making these teams. Alright. So I want to see the ultimate. I want to see the Guardian ability. Alright, so this is the team 2. Voidborn pulls everybody in. My Ignorath is already slicing and dicing in there. Everyone's getting affected by the active of my male SK, I think. So here we go. There's some low cons there, and we're going to get a couple executes going. Voidborn using the ultimate to curse everybody. And there's my Ignorath just slowly bringing people within execute range. And so, oh, whoa, my Void Guardian went down right there at the last minute. All right, here's our, okay, so Queen of Frost goes to the back. Everybody that's wow. Can you say just murder? Can you say absolute carnage? That was insane. And then here's my experimental team against their team 1. Let's see if my shields can hold up long enough for my Meltwater and Sun to start ulting. Here we go, Farouk and everybody. Let's do this. Go! Uh-oh, I'm within execute range. Everyone's going to start falling. Oh. We tried. We gave it our honest shot. Female Nereid not lasting long against those Guardians. So, but we got the overall win. That's good. We're getting closer to the reset here. So let's find Burger 69. I know they really want us to fight each other, but let's. Here we go. Diana, a little closer. We'll put our experimental team up top, and then let the other ones play where they land. Here we go. Dun 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 dun. All right. So anyone that gets stunned gets a extra little vine. Oh, I saw a ton of them fly out. Wow, look at that. So my idea with this is like the more stun you have, the more Eldrosil is going to do true strength damage. So if you have warriors guardian stones, please put on the male polar bear, male Bjorn Krieger. That guy is a stun freak. And if every time he does a shiver, remember they take more damage then. So follow that up with an Eldrosil passive. That's really strong. So if you use warriors, make sure to pair him with a polar bear. And the 1.5 second stun turns into more of a 2.25 second stun. So that's really nice. Okay, here's a good one. We'll put our new team against the team 2, Hassian 79. We'll put experimental team against their, what do you say, their bottom team? I think that could work out. But that male necromancer is going to be just wailing on me. Oops. Let me move them down. Alright, here we go. We got 2 more battles. and 10 minutes until reset, and we need to get these advanced arena battles in stat. So, but if I have to skip a couple, I will. And since I'll be recording on reset, we can just revisit them. That works. Oh boy, I also gotta get in a. I don't think I did my. Sorry, y'all. We're gonna have to take a little detour in this video. I didn't get in my PVE, my Luxis battle in, and we need to do that. Oh, so here's our guy here. So he is just knocking out the damage. Like, oh my goodness. I don't even know what's going on. I can't register this. There's a lot of flashy lights. And we get the bonus for the three, having the three guardians. That's helpful. I think it's like a 30 strength or something like that, maybe 500 tenacity or something like that. So that's helpful. Alright, we're going to have to skip through this experimental group pretty quick. Let's see what happens. Who's going to survive? This is a weird matchup here. I do have the power advantage. And here goes some of my ultimates with my Meltwater and Sun. And yep, it had the power to overcome. There goes the female Nord. She did her ultimate that does the 7-second silence. They didn't even have a chance with that. Alright, so that was a good one. Good practice battles. So let's get in our last battle now. And, oh, this is Gogarath. This will be perfect. So we'll test our new amazing team on their roster 1. Like, this is going to be a huge punch-up. We'll do our experimental group on their roster 2. And then we'll do our Necromancer Undead group, plus Guardians and Weirdness. Alright, so I think it goes something like that, right? Experimental group. Oh, no. We're going to do our main punch up here. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is our finale for before reset here. And then you're going to have to bear with me. Actually, I guess I could just pause it. I'm still learning this video. Okay, here we go. So Queen of Frost gets in there. My male Askavarj is taking some heavy damage. He needs to get his ult off so that he can just live. My Necrosa is doing some crowd control, and every time she does, she's getting more damage from the Eldrosil. Here he is. Oh, was this the ultimate? Oh, whoa, bam! That was his Guardian ability. So did you see all the spikes that came flying out? That was all true damage too, so don't forget that. This is getting down to the wire here. I've lost my tank. My female Dire is on her last little bit of life here. Her survivability. Whoa, what a punch up. 200 and something million. Nice. So here's my experimental team. We gotta fast forward this. Sorry, we'll see what happens though. Oh, they're Voidborn. Oh, that fear is critical. But my shields are holding up so far. Let's see what happens. My female Nord is taking a lot of damage here. If my Meltwater and Sun can just get the heals going, we might have a chance. Alright, let's see. Let's get that Scarlet out of the way. When she ults, it really hurts. Here she goes. Ooh. Yeah, it brings people within, like, basically finish off range. There goes my female Selphos. She got a barrier proc, I saw. And perfect. There goes the Meltwater Sun. Come on, let's get some healing going. Oh, this is an intense battle. I'm sorry we couldn't watch this on normal speed because this is a really good battle. Look at this experimental shield team with group and AoE stand in one spot. Female Nereid trying to just, if we could burst somebody down, if we can get that Scarlet down. Ugh. She keeps getting heals from something. Oh, wait. That's her aspect of the Devela clan. She gets a heavy regen whenever she gets low health. That's interesting. That might go well with a, think about this, with a Void Guardian. I might try that combination out. Okay, so the experimental team didn't succeed. Here goes my weird team, my underworld team. Pulling everybody in. We get the clap down. My Void Guardian's having a hard time just eating all the damage from everybody here in the back row. We're within execute. We're starting to get our executes. We got to hold out though. Void Guardian's really starting to take a beating. Okay, I see some execute ranges here. Go, Soul Keeper. Collect them souls. My male Crimson's almost down. He's barely holding on. Okay, he got healed up. Dang. This would have been a good fight to watch in real time too. I'm really sad, but we're about to have the reset like any moment now, and I got to get this in. And it takes 2 minutes for the battle, I think. And so I just gotta get it in. Nope, we're done with those. All right. Yeah, I guess we'll get y'all in here too with me. All right. Oh no, it's got 3 minutes left. I just gotta. It's gonna show this little intro screen. All right, let's look at my formation super fast. All right, that's gonna have to. No, that's a horrible formation. Oh no, come on. I need my guys to be able to. Okay, I just gotta go, or I'm not gonna get this in fast enough. Round interval. No, no, I didn't get it in. Oh, that's a painful loss right there. Okay, well, we can maybe get some advanced arena in. So let's not get too down over this. That was my own fault. I started this video way too late. So let's get some of this in. See if I can get up to, oh yeah. Sorry, some of these I'm not going to be able to show y'all. I'm just going to just jump in and randomly attack. See if I get some wins out of it. Oh, triple win. Nice. I think so here's some small people. I'll just do the roll the dice. But yeah, we'll watch some Eldrosil. And I think that y'all are gonna be pleasantly surprised. Like in his versatility, he's got a lot of room in a lot of groups too, and he's draining a lot of life. So let me just fill you in. You might want to look into really boosting up. Oh my goodness, this is way tough. I don't even know who Mello is, but dang, I don't know if I can even do this. I'm gonna do a quick one, and we might have to revisit Mello. Experimental group on the bottom. Do we get any wins? Because I want to use a refresh. Oh! 3 wins. That's nuts. All right. I did the refresh because, oh, Undertaker. Taking him under right now. Let's see what we're going to do. That looks good. We'll put them down there. Let's go. Go, 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 go. Triple win, triple win, triple win. I got 1 minute left till reset. And then we can really jump. Oh, my middle team got beaten. But that's okay. I can't even touch anybody else. I can't even touch anybody else. Should I make a reach here? Teradus? Should I just make an incredible, insane reach just based off of champion synergy here? Okay, I will. That's what we're gonna do, baby. So let's try this. Wish me luck. Do we get any wins before the reset? Even one of them. Oh, triple spank. All right, so I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm probably not gonna be able to get past King 2 this round, but that's okay. We'll live with it. There we go. There's our reset right on time. All right. So now, oh good, all 5 of these. So now we can go do some battles. My Valley of Conquerors has been really good. Oh, and we could talk about items. We can talk about traits, possible traits. Let's do that first because we're not in any kind of rush now. What are we at? 25 minutes on this video. All right. We're within my hour and a half window. Okay. So let's look at mine. My Eldrosil's got 55 vigor. Not the most, but that's all I could kind of give up at this point. Uh, my skills, I don't have many. That's why he hasn't been hitting super hard because I feel you want to focus on the passive first because the passive's going to go off when other people trigger this. And so the more it's leveled up, it's going to hit really hard. It's going to, and remember, you also do more damage with your other stuff. So your active is going to do more damage because at maximum distance, you're going to do up to 60% extra damage, so consider that. And then this is also going to be the healing mechanism, so the only form of real defense that Eldrosil has. So if you just keep your passive up, and I'll change up skills soon. The active, remember, it scales just damage when they go to maturity, but also that crit damage, and then the swing if anyone's within melee range to knock them back. And remember, when it knocks them back, they're going to do more, he's going to do more damage due to his passive. So that's really cool synergy with his own abilities. The ultimate, this one, yes, it does a lot of damage and it increases your crit rate. But look, at the lowest level, it's 30% at the 10 times. And then at the max, I think it's 40%. So it's 10 more percent. I don't think that that's a big deal. Maybe save your books because it's also really expensive for books. And the Guardian ability is worthwhile to use books on. So the damage it does, which is insane, and it gets boosted by a lot, and it's true damage. So very good. So maybe work on the passive first, the Guardian second, the active third, and the ultimate fourth, if you're trying to prioritize, since we have to do that at this point. Um, and if they're in an uninterruptible state, it does more damage as you level it up. And then each time a guardian uses a guardian skill, you get more crit damage, which is what you really want. Because remember, if you pair Eldrosil up with Queen of Frost, when she freezes people for 3 seconds, everybody attacking them gets auto crits. So you don't care so much about crit rate, you want crit damage. And that's why leveling this up is really nice because you're gonna see the difference big time. And in fact, that's what I'd probably actually level his guardian ability up first, and then his passive second, and then third be the active, and then fourth be the ultimate. So, and then each time dealing damage in battle gains 124 resolve. So, and then when you trigger critical hit, there's more. So you want to level his guardian ability because remember, this does a ton of true damage. So the more, and look, each time dealing damage in battle. So you want so much control on his team. You're going to want the polar bear. You're going to want the male Akuna. And with that being said, I have a team ready to go to kind of show you some of the, some of that synergy. We'll go into the arena. And I'll take out some of my stronger champions. Excuse me. All right, Cluedo. Cluedo's always a good tester. So my Queen of Frost is just overpowered. So we're going to try it like this. And this is going to be really interesting because I think I'm going to need the Queen of Frost, honestly. So first let's try it with Queen of Frost and then we'll try it without. So this is a big punch down, Cluedo. I pushed up heavily with some new sprite advancement. Let's see what this Eldrosil can do. Alright, so Necrosa grabs people. Wow. Wow. Basically, I bet Eldrosil just demolish. Oh, of course. My Queen of Frost is insanely good. But Eldrosil has really, really good stats for being where I have him right now. Without leveling any of his abilities. All right, we'll test with Mad Dog, and then we'll take out the Queen of Pain, or Queen of Frost, Queen of Pain. I'm thinking League of Legends. Wasn't that Queen of Pain? Here we go. So, watch for the shiver. If my polar bear can live, but he died. So, oh no, I'm totally gonna get rickrolled. There goes the people getting. Oh my goodness. I hope the Eldrosil can hold this down. I don't have any items on the male Akuna and the male polar bear, so they just get demolished. Um, I'm not going to go put anything on them right now, because I'm going to find Pamyar. And aha, 810 might. And I'm going to use Eldrosil in this battle because it's a good way to kind of show off with the Queen of Frost. So I'll throw the Queen of Frost up here. We got the Eldrosil. Let's get in the Voidborn back here to get some more CC on to get that going. And then I like the Necrosa. So let's change out the Necrosa with the Queen of Frost. Put Queen of Frost over here so she has to cross the battlefield to get to, I'm guessing Pamyar's toughest is the Queen of Frost. Interesting that their Eldrosil is in the middle. And that might be good just to knock back people. But I'm just kind of using Eldrosil. Maybe put Eldrosil with the Voidborn like this. But what I'm worried about is the Necrosa is going to get, she's going to get grabbed. She's going to get frozen, I think. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a go. Little strategy here. And we wanted to see this Eldrosil action. So watch for the CC. Okay, you might have saw a couple shoot off. Eldrosil is over here by the Void, which is really good. I think, did he knock back yet? Oh, did we get a knock? I can't see anything. But, okay, so we got the Voidborn taking control of the battlefield with a fear and everything. Eldrosil, wow, this was an insane battle. My Necrosa's down. Their Necrosa is still up, and that was game. Wow. Let's look at damage, baby. So look at this Eldrosil. My Queen of Frost is insane. Look at her damage compared to everybody. So, like, if Eldrosil does this much damage, he did as much damage as the top damage on Pamyar's team. And then, yeah, look at this Necrosa. She took a ton of damage. That Void Guardian going into overdrive healing. But look at that Eldrosil. More than my Necrosa. Doesn't have the traits as Necrosa. Doesn't have as good a gear. Doesn't have as high abilities as Necrosa. But really putting it down there. That was really good. Sorry, Pamyar. We're going to hit you again. Maybe we can see this time. And we're going to go with the same setup. I want to see what happens with the early Necrosa here. So does she get frozen? Oh no, she comes to the back and she freezes the Voidborn. So the Voidborn can't use his, no, he still gets his active in and pulls everybody in so that the Eldrosil can just boom, daddy. He already used his Guardian ability. His crit's going up because I got all these Guardians using their abilities. And again, this is a 5 Guardian team. So we get the advantage of higher tenacity, higher strength. I think it's like 50 strength or something. Let's look at the stats. Okay, about equivalent. Eldrosil getting some more damage in there. Wow, that's nutso, nutballs. Let's look for Morgrave. I think that I want to give Morgrave a shot. Morgrave is a huge punch up. Morgrave is the coolest guy on server X160. I think he recently beat the snot out of me. So I might be able to find him. Is that you? No, that's Steph. There he is. And I like the free attacks. So here we go. Let's see if I can break through. His Ignorath is the strongest Ignorath that I've gone against. Like, I had all my whole team still alive, and his Ignorath was able to survive until the end. And so let's see what we got here. Eldrosil, he used his big attack, and it's bringing their Void Guardian. He's really having to take some damage here. And sadly, I don't have my Soul Keeper right now. But it looks like, okay, there goes that was his Guardian ability. And then he shot off his ultimate right after that. That's a lot of damage. Look at this damage flow here. So he's got maximum crit rate. He's shooting off all crits and stuff now. But here's my problem. I don't think I can beat this Ignorath. Maybe having Necrosa as part of the team. I don't know if I fought last time with Necrosa. This might happen, ladies and gentlemen. This might just happen. We got a Oh! 400 million punch up! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Queen of Frost. She's my girl. She's my girl. Not even going to show y'all what I got on her or anything. She's too amazing. Morgrave. Morgrave. What perfect place to have this victory. But on the video. Morgrave. The reason why this is so beautiful is Morgrave jumped ahead of me a long time ago, and I have not been able to even compete for a long time. But it looks like the tables have turned, wouldn't you say? Morgrave! Anyhow, oh, that was beautiful. Thank you for that. I needed that. On this video, can you believe it, ladies and gentlemen? Took out one of my generals, Steph and Morgrave. Steph is way out of my range now. I don't know if I'll ever be able to catch up to Steph. I think she just has spectacular sprites, maybe. Maybe that's what it is. But Morgrave has really great sprites. And look what just happened. Poor Pamyard, thanks for letting me use videos, or put you in my videos. Here's some love. All right. So we got a lot more fightings to do. We've got a lot more fighting to do. So do y'all want to do some advanced arena? See if I can even like pack a punch against any of those people. I should have I think I collected all of those. So yeah, full Canadian tuxedo, baby. Let's go into the valley. I forgot. We've got some really good competition here. This is a really fun valley. Like, I don't like it when I'm unbeatable. That's not fun. And in this valley, I've just been smashed all over the place. Oh, still sitting in the middle, though. All right. Yeah, we get a try. Whew. Excuse me. All right. Dover's has his team one there. I can't take that on. I wish I could. I wish I could. I wish I could. No, not going there. So let's see. Can I make it over here? What's going on here? There's 12 people here. I want to eat them. Tommy Zilla Sr. He's got his team 1 there. I don't have my Eldrosil in a position. Oh, maybe I could, though. Let's just go take a gate, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? We are here. You all want to see some battles, don't you? Let's go just destroy this gate with one of my weird team concoctions. So is there anybody here that can get in my way? No. Good. So here we go. I think we got a slight advantage. 637 million. Actually, I don't have any kind of advantage, so let's not pretend that I do. Here we go. Gate taking time. No Eldrosil, but we'll throw Eldrosil in the team and we'll talk about him while we're here. So, Eldrosil does really well with the Void Guardian as well, because the Void Guardian, when he puts down his shield at the beginning, it also stuns anybody within range. So I think that really helps. And then you're allowed to have the Eldrosil, his passive just start, boom, hitting everybody. And again, that passive is so strong. Like, if you understand, this is why I like the Mel Marrowborn, because he could keep hitting people as soon as they hit below 60%, and they couldn't do anything. Well, this guy's like 10 times better than that. And so his passive is what makes him really strong. And don't forget his guardian ability does too, because it gets stronger the more guardians you have in your team. And so again, leveling that up is a nice move. So we'll kind of take out some of these easier teams real quick. Queen of Frost is mandatory with Eldrosil. She has all her stuns. It can stun through immunity as well, which is really powerful. She's just so good. Look at this team. 70 million over me here. And this Queen of Frost just destroying. Sorry, I got to give some credit though where credit's due. People underestimate Voidborn. They don't like him in their team of 5 Guardians. But Voidborn is I would argue that he might be one of the best utility in the game. So I'm going to give you a few little hints here. One, he can carry a team buff for you because you don't really need to focus on his strength, as he doesn't push out as much damage with his abilities. Now, maybe give him brutal if he has a female Lionstone on the team or a female Selphos, because then he can kind of add more of that damage and stack more of that damage. But really, you can make him full utility. So if you give him a Zealous to remove enemy buffs, if you give him a Fearsome to stun the enemy, a Hexproof to silence the enemy, he puts so many skills and things on enemies. Like the Fear, they take damage every second. His pull in, they take damage at the end. But they're affected by the ability the whole time, I think. And so, okay, look at everybody. We're getting them all in there. Now look at this, the Voidborn. Again, I know this isn't a Voidborn video, but he's just such good utility. And I took his gear and I put it on Eldrosil, and so he doesn't have nearly as good a gear now. So I definitely need to have him in the back row. So if he takes any damage, my Void Guardian can kind of absorb that. That's why I have the Mel Soul Keeper on the front line. I have, did you see my Queen of Frost? She's pretty low health, but she just, from her Guardian ability, she stacks one of the biggest shields in the whole game. And so, like, oh yeah, look at this. So if my Void Guardian can just get a little moment to heal people, which I think that's happening right now, then we're going to be better off here. Hopefully, they have 2 enemies left, and we have 1 minute and 28 seconds, so we should be good. If nothing else, my Soul Keeper we'll just keep ulting. Oh, never mind. The ult went off of them, but I think you still got the execute. Nice. And so we'll make the 5 Guardian team and see if we can get another gate clear. Do something cool. Just to kind of show how awesome Eldrosil is. And just remember, he's just doing so much true damage. You want to know why female Dire is so strong? Because she does true damage. We've gone over this in my videos before. Male Molten Wind, I think, is broken, but I think, you know, he has awesome true damage. So, like, that's really great as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and take the team down, put that nice little succubus in there. And then let's go to team 1. Let's go do that big clear on that blue tower. Does that sound good, everybody? So let's get our team in here correct. So, oh, never mind. I need my Necrosa as well. So I could put Ignorath in there too. And he does have plenty of stun, and he's got great survivability. But come on, you got to admit, Necrosa just does such a good job. She's got a life steal instead of a shield. No, let's try Ignorath. Let's try Ignorath. He's got a lot of stuns and CC and stuff. Let's have some fun. We'll do the Queen of Frost there, Void Guardian, and then Eldrosil. We'll put the Void Guardian in the P5 position. We'll do yeah, something like that. Or actually, I'm going to do something a little different. I like the Eldrosil kind of protecting the Voidborn. And this allows or actually, let's even do it more like this. Yeah. All right, this is going to be our team. Because I like Eldrosil's heal. He's got a constant heal that can do really well. This is going to be kind of fun here. So first we'll take a stop at this blue gate. There's nobody here. And then we'll come over here to this blue gate. And I think this is where the party's at. Are you ready for some Eldrosil action? We still haven't even really established. Let's focus on him this game. Okay, let's do it. So we're focusing on his resolve collection. He gains resolve as he deals damage. So look, he might knock that Void Guardian back, but he didn't get a chance to use his active. So when he uses his active, oh, there it goes. He used his active, he knocked back the Void Guardian, and that put him in range for the Voidborn to like really get a great Guardian ability to go. Sorry, I love that Voidborn. Okay, so my team's doing really well so far against this really strong team over here. But I'm running out of time too, so we need to up the damage ante a little bit. I don't have the Soul Keeper anymore. So here we go. We got them in fear. Again, Eldrosil is just back there pumping it out. Yeah. And of course, my Queen of Frost. Arkham Asylum, the guild that I'm in, the awesome guild. #1 in guild conquest, so I got these new boots. And I put them on Queen of Frost, and oh my goodness, it gave her a lot more fortitude. So I'm going to do something a little different with her. And if I do, I'll report it in the next video. But I notice a weakness when clearing towers with her, and I need to be able to remedy that because it's a big detriment when trying to clear towers with her. But the Eldrosil, I think, okay, that huge spike when he just like pulls up a bunch of spikes and shoots them all. That's his Guardian ability. So let's watch him. He hasn't knocked anyone back with his active, but he was frozen from her. So I'm not going to focus on my people freezing their team and then his skills hitting them. But let's see. Someone just got destroyed on their team. Okay, here goes his Guardian ability. He just shot out all these spikes and hit 2 of their champions. Knocked them down about half life. Maybe took off some of their shield. Wow. Again, this guy's powerful. I wish I could be showing you stats right now. But we'll do some advanced arena and I can show you some stats in there. This is a tough team right here. Oh yeah, this is the really strong Farouk. My Void Guardian might not be able to keep up with this. So my Eldrosil has taken some damage, but look how quickly he heals. Anytime someone is CC'd, my Eldrosil is going to heal. And even with only 2 points in the passive, he's able to heal the full really quickly. Again, it does a lot of damage, and he heals 60% of the damage that it does. So Eldrosil arguably doesn't need to be in the back row to get Void Guardian's protection. Maybe reserve that for your Queen of Frost, or reserve it for your female Dire. That's a really good one to put in here. The only problem is female Dire doesn't stun. Now, you could put a Fearsome on her. So I think Hexproof, when you silence someone, it's considered control. And that should technically proc Eldrosil, but I'm not 100% sure. We can do some testing. I know a couple ways we can do some testing. Oh, I know a really good way we can do some testing. Yes. That's all I got to say about that. Sorry, we've had some battles going on here in the background. I'm just demolishing all my opponents right now. Eldrosil. Okay, here goes his... People are feared. Man, I'm going to harp on just Voidborn some more. Like, that Lithas is just awesome. I think he's kind of a bummer because he can't target untargetable people like female Nereid. But dang, he is just such an awesome champ. Alright, so look at my Eldrosil's up here in the front. Every time he uses his active, he should be knocking some people back just to get them out of my crew. And they have a necrosis, so they pulled my whole team together. So Eldrosil, if you can get anything to protect him from control, that's going to be good. So think about male Ascavarge also. If you're doing a quick damage, quick battle control, and then maybe you don't want to use all 5 Guardians on one team. Maybe you want to split them up. Well, a good way to split them up, again, you got to put Eldrosil with Queen of Frost. They go hand in hand. And then I'm thinking like Necrosa is a really good team up with Eldrosil. After we clear this tower, we'll go and make a few teams and see how it looks, and then we'll come back to Valley of Conquest. But hopefully y'all have liked this. Like, geez, my team's really just been putting the beat down on this tower. Like, I don't know how many champs they had here, but it feels like almost their whole team. So here's some more punch-ups. Again, this is almost like, what, 80 million? Queen of Frost, as soon as she freezes people, that Eldrosil shoots off the passive like the dart, basically. And it just, man, it does so much. Uh-oh, look at my Void Guardian. He's silenced. He's low. He wants to use his Guardian ability so he can heal. Okay, we've gained a little control of the battlefield here. It looks like my Voidborn's trying to use his Void Guardian. Oh yeah, I forgot. We've had our Ignorath here the whole time. So Ignorath has a couple stuns as well. His ultimate stuns for, I think, 3 seconds. It's a lot. Whenever he knocks people up in the air, I think that's considered a form of crowd control maybe. But dang, that was a good tower clear. What do y'all think about that? Yeah, leave a comment if you like that tower clear. So it looks like they went and retook the other tower. I got 10 of them down here. I have how many of them up here? 0. Okay. So we're going to come back and we're going to clear those 10 again after y'all want to just see this because it looks beautiful. Look at all this. Let me give some shout outs to Joyce. Your team has improved heavily. Farina, you probably get medal for most improved from whenever I fought with you back in the day. Um, Lord Patel was just demolishing me. Scatty Turtle, always very positive. This Agar guy, I think he's in my guild, and he is just really good. Him and I compete for the middle like the whole match. He's really good. So major props to him. So let's look at some of this stuff. Let's do some team building. Let's do some traits. Should we talk about traits first? So remember, he has Bone Blade. So whoever's in the back row is going to benefit from that. So that's an extra 20% for 20 seconds, which is significant for Queen of Frost. And Necrosa, because remember, Necrosa has Plume Dance. This guy also has Plume Dance. So if you're putting him in the back row, maybe put him in the back row with Queen of Frost, and then you wouldn't need to put any defensive abilities on her really, because your Void Guardian could absorb a lot of it. And so you're going to want Brutal on this guy for sure. Increase your strength by 45%. Like everything he does is strength based, so you're going to want that. I have Honorable on him. Mostly, I like to work on a little survivability. Excuse me. He can heal himself. And so anytime you can heal yourself, I like to do honorable over energetic most of the time. And then I have a shield for him, which is of course barrier level 20. And it absorbs about 650% of his strength. So if he has a ton of strength, you multiply that by 6.5. So let's look at this. He's got 125 or 12.5 million. So you multiply that by 6. Uh, 3. I can't do that math in my head. But either way, it's really good. So, yeah, you get a huge shield. And he can heal himself. Sometimes you just need that little shield so that you give yourself some time to be able to heal up. Again, I just have level 2, level 2, level 1 in the abilities. And for his equipment, though, I got, it looks like a lot of level 8 runes in here. If you'll notice, I did the strength level 5 and then the yellow ones, the level 5, so I can get that more damage reduction. Again, I have that with honorable. I even have the sprite one. I just feel a lot of people can bypass a lot of that stuff, so I like to have as much as I possibly can. Um, Another thing you could possibly do is just add more survivability and do the energetic one as well. Honestly, I might do the plus hit to him because he's got plenty of healing. He's got the honorable on him. So I might do 3 hit gems, and then for the last one, probably maybe even another hit gem, just so that all of his abilities are just smacking everybody. Because the thing is, even though he does a lot of true damage, I think a lot of this stuff can be dodged. And so if you're going against like a female dyer or somebody, or just, it might be nice to make sure, because look at this, your abilities do so much damage. You got to make sure they hit. And if you get the 3 of the hit gems, you get plus 10% to your damage in battle as well, to your damage. So, and he's only 55 bigger, where all my other guardians are in their 80s here. So I'm gonna strictly be working on him the next marriage event. I think that's how we're gonna have it. So should we talk about Oh, so some possible other traits. He doesn't rely on attack speed, so you don't need an agile. You could possibly put a hulking on him if you need hulking for your team. That could probably take place if you're desperate of your brutal, but I would highly recommend getting brutal. He hits a lot of people, so you could potentially go with zealous. You could go with hexproof. You could go with fearsome. What else? If he's having early game survive or early match survivability, because you notice he's not able to get his active off that often. So maybe you want to go with a energy harness for some early shields. If you want to do more damage, you can replace honorable with like an aggressive. You want crit damage. I forgot about that. So Ashura's avatar is very important on this guy. In fact, I'll probably drop his barrier once I get some of his skills leveled up, and once I get like some just more vigor on him, and I'll probably go Shura's avatar. So when he's hitting, and this guy's critting all over the place, especially with the Queen of Frost on his team. So you need to take advantage of that and stack crit damage. So you either need a sharp strike from the Dire clan. I don't have any level mythic ones of that, level 18s of those, sadly. But maybe Shura's avatar, sharp strikes, and then with the plume dance and the brutal. Oh my goodness, he's going to be unstoppable with a Queen of Frost. So that's going to be my final build, I can tell you that. But right now, I just wanted more survivability. I wanted to be able to showcase him a little longer in a match, kind of for the video. So the honorable and the barrier, I kind of went more defensive. But let's think of some more. So I mentioned aggressive. The new Fury Flame from the newest clan, the lascivious death. That's fantastic on this guy because it's again going to give him some more strength. And if you have that, maybe drop an honorable for that, and then you'll have barrier still. Barrier does do better with honorable, but you could also drop barrier for it as well. You could go with a steadfast if you want it when he takes damage or skill damage. He gets a smaller shield that can work out as well. Again, any of the team buffs you want to put on there. Oh yeah, we talked about it. His ultimate is the last one I'm going to level up. And so maybe not worrying about energy regen on this guy. Because arguably, that's the little secret I was going to tell y'all. Maybe energy regen on Queen of Frost could go really well because I notice she only heals with her ultimate, and her ultimate's really good. And so maybe having her get her energy regen so she would ult before she uses her guardian ability could be really awesome and really strong. So that's a big potential in my future build kind of thing. But okay, did any other traits might do well? Um, hmm. You could do the Arbiter light suppression if you wanted to, but no, I think we've covered the ones that would go the best with this guy. If you're having a problem with energy or enemies healing, you could put like a harsh rhyme. That's the Akuna one on him. You could put a cold snap on him, but that's if he's getting attacked. That's from the Polar Bear clan. All right, let's do some team synergy here. And then we'll do some more testing. Um, or actually, let's go do that. Let's go do more testing with the Valley of Conquerors real quick because we're in a really good position to eat up a whole new tower. And we'll really showcase this Eldrosil a little bit more here because we know what we're dealing with now. Uh-oh, did someone defeat him? Nope, we're still in action. All right, here we go. Are y'all ready? I'm not even going to look to see what shrines we have. I feel with a 5 Guardian team, I'm kind of just a little unstoppable right now. This is not very fair. And I just got the boots. So I have the Guardian Blade on the female and the boots on the Queen of Frost. And then I have the breastplate on my Void Guardian. So I just need the helmet to complete my set. And that'll be pretty cool. Like, I don't know. I'll spread it out, but it's just neat. All right, here we go again. Let's watch the Eldrosil. Oh, he tried to hit the Void Guardian, but guess what? Void Guardian is immune to control for the first 5 seconds of battle. Remember that? That's part of his passive, I think. So I wasn't able to hit him back, but the next time the active popped up, he knocked the Void Guardian back, which is pretty cool. So remember, anytime he shoots one of his little passive spikes at somebody, they take more crit damage as well. And with Queen of Frost guaranteeing crits on people when she puts them in the encased state, which is frozen state, jeez, they take a lot of damage. Oh my goodness. Like, what a combo. Like, Eldrosil was made to go with Queen of Frost. And, like, I don't know. I might like Queen of Frost in the back row. I wasn't liking it there for a little bit because she's my highest strength champion, my strongest champion. So, enemy Queen of Frosts were darting back and attacking mine before mine could even get her active off, and it would end up freezing a lot of my team. But now it doesn't seem to be doing that, and I do not. Ooh, interesting. But here's another smash hit. That was a punch down. Let's see some of those big. Here's a big boy. This is 60 million punch up. We got a female Nereid, which is pointless really against my team. Like, female Nereid is more of a liability against a Guardian team these days, I feel. I'm going to try to play with her traits. And, whoa, did I speak too soon? Oh my goodness, foot in mouth maybe. My Voidborn, my crowd controller, is in the grave right now. My Eldrosil, see, look, he's still healing himself up nicely. My Queen of Frost is being protected by my Void Guardian. My Ignorath is like immortal. So, oh no, is my Eldrosil going to go down here? Oh, my Eldrosil is down too. So I've got a damage dealer down. Not my main damage dealer, so I might still have some hope. Oh man, foot and mouth. I was just like completely arrogant here, and this might be a nice big L for me. But that Eldrosil, again, he's got honorable and barrier, but he's only got 55 vigor. He if he's not hitting people, he's not healing too. So arguably, those hit gems will probably allow him to heal up a little easier in situations. Oh, we got 40 seconds left. Am I going to pull off the win here? And then I'll take a breather because, well, if I lose, I'll have to take a breather. But either way, I'll take a breather so that Eldrosil can respawn or refresh or whatever. All right, come on, get that Void Guardian down. Get the, oh, whoa! I told you, Queen of Frost ultimate is one of the most powerful skills. It just, every time she uses it, I feel like it just butchers the opponent. So that must have been Agar, because there's no other. Oh, it was Frina. I told you, she is like super improved. She is like rocking it. I'm impressed. So, okay. We got some enemies down. And let's see. Oh, I guess they had the Citadel too, even though we had that other tower. Let's see. Did we have their. Nope, so they had more con too, but that was a fan. And my Ignorath, he just operates in the background. I guess if I need more damage, I could do Necrosa. And remember, Necrosa has Plume Dance, so Ignorath is more for survival. And honestly, after fighting Morgrave, like Morgrave showed me that Ignorath can be forced to be, to be dealt with. So let's do a couple advanced arena here. Oh yeah, we got some really stiff competition here. So let me do a refresh and see if there's anybody more. There's a 2000, 1700 right here. I can't pronounce that name, but we are going to fight you. All right. And I say, let's go with these groups. I'm just going to do one thing. Since I'm fighting harder opponents, I'm going to put the female Dire in the Eldrosil team instead of Melwater and Sun. So it's gonna look like something like this. So what my idea is, Necrosa will pull somebody in, and then they'll be grabbed, hopefully by this, the active of Eldrosil. So who do I got? Female Dire there. Okay, so I took Female Dire from a team, and who did I take out of that again? Uh-oh. Oh, Melwater Sun. And let's keep Melwater Sun protected by Farouk. Let's do something like that. Okay. So we'll do my primary team against their primary team in the middle. We'll do the Eldrosil team on the bottom because there's a Romulus and I just want to take him out quick. And then we'll do my just weaker team up at the top. Here we go. This should be really good. I like Advanced Arena because you could also look at all the stats. It's really good. So props, Go Games. Thank you with that. Okay, so my dude's healing. My male lascivious death. His passive is going. He's healing everybody. Here comes the Melwater and Sun healing. Nice. Look at this little win we're getting here. I think that went a little better than expected. I might have to kind of build like this. Oh, whoa. Farouk just took. Whoa. Farouk just got smashed. I don't even know what. My whole team just got smashed. Uh-oh. This is a bad person to be against at the very end. Oh no. Mel Unmayong. Oh, never mind. He's really not doing that much damage. Mm, should we times two it? Let's just skip it. We'll see if he ends up winning or not later. I hope we won. That'd be nice. All right, so here comes my primary team. Wow, my Queen of Frost is just getting smashed. Oh my goodness, she can't even move. Oh, I got just destroyed by that. Now we can only hope. Oh, there goes my Soul Keeper, so there's going to be no executions. Let's see. Oh man, I got destroyed in this battle. Okay, I don't think I have the damage to win this one, so we're gonna go ahead and skip it. Oh, I definitely don't, and then they went down. Here's the Eldrosil one. This is what we want. Oh, cool. He shot out to the great vines. And then you see that he just used his guardian ability. Whoa, that was cool, though. But we did get a big L here. I think that we can take them out if we just do something a little different. So that Yeah, I think we can win this. Let's try this person again. I think we can get a 3-win. What do y'all think? Here we go. So let's change up the teams. So let's hide female Selphos right there. She's got her ink to protect her a little bit. We'll do or actually, let's even try something like that a little bit. All right. And then for the first group, we got taken out hard by, I don't think that was Unmayong. I think that was the female lascivious death. She's just evil. So we blew them up at the bottom. I think that we need to stick with that. Huh. And then the only difference here is maybe let's try something like that. Alright, here we go. We'll protect female Nereid with Farouk. So whatever destroyed everybody at the end there. Oh. Will they not let me fight him again? I might have gone down. Oh, I did. Okay, never mind. Oh, that was going to be fun, though. Hey, there's Pamiar. There's Ashbourne. Sweet. This is a good little spot here for me. Let's fight some Gillian. Gillian's right there with me. Let's do this. Oops. What am I doing? Alright. So, we'll do our just pure damage group up at the top. And that's the Eldrosil. We'll do my guaranteed to win group here in the middle with that freeze group. Interesting. It's got the OG group. Nice. And then we'll just kind of do the test group on the bottom. How's that sound? Alright, let's do this. So a little bit of a punch up here at the very beginning with Eldrosil. But this is a good way to check the damage. Okay, everybody's CC'd like crazy. Female Dyer got her smoke out, so people are taking a lot of damage from that. There's another smoke from her. Oh, my Eldrosil is really taking some damage in the back. He needs to heal up. Oh no, it's a female Nereid. Of course. Okay, and then my Necrosis should be able to tap that off. Okay. Whoa, that was a close one. That was good. So here's should be my guaranteed win, but I'm not going to get cocky anymore. We got Queen of Frost in their back line, just eating them alive. We should really put Eldrosil with Queen of Frost, but I kind of want a chance to win, 2 out of 3. So here we go. Female Nereid's protected this time. This is a little closer, but I do have the advantage. Here goes my Farouk, using his ult, so everybody's taking more damage. Oh man, that just destroyed. Female lascivious death. Look at this. Look at her able to live. Like, she was able to destroy the male right there at the end because she's just so awesome. Good job, Gillian. Let's see. We just got promoted. Looks like here's a Nocturnal we can beat up on a little bit. Are y'all ready for this? Let's do it. So, let's do my powerhouse team at the top, Eldrosil against the medium team, and then we'll do my weird team against their charge team. But these are all pretty close in power level. So this should, at least from a power level point of view, should be pretty good. So it comes down to kind of team building a little bit more. So, got everyone pulled together. That's really good. I saw my female Selphos do the 3 stuns. Oh, male Soulkeeper just cleaning house here. Taking them all out one by one. Nobody can even resist them. Oh, that was a murder, but that's really all Queen of Frost. She brings people down within range. Alright, here we go. Here's Eldrosil. So Necrosa grabs people. I saw a couple spikes shot out and people died. And my Mel Ascovarge, basically the sacrifice, which I'm okay with. That's kind of his role in that group is what I'm identifying. But I'm okay with that. So here's my experimental group. We're getting tons of heals from Mel Lascivious Death here. Farouk is going in with his ultimate. And then, of course, this should be a... Ooh, but they got a female Galabar. Male Lascivious Death runs out of range to be able to heal my back row and the Farouk. But we're going to just put the hurt on this female Galabar. That's one thing. Female Nereid has always been able to take female Galabar. Let's look at some stats, shall we? Sorry I didn't do that last couple. So here's our Eldrosil getting top damage. He took a good amount of damage, but not the most. I guess they don't count as his healing. His lifesteal is healing. I don't think, unless maybe he wasn't healing, but I think he was. So very interesting there. Good fight, Nocturnal. Let's go down to that other one in range, Ironfoot. All right. So we'll put my team 1 against his team 1, my team 2 against his team 2, and my team 3 against his team 3. Mr. Ironfoot, shall we dance? Female Selphos shoots the ink off early, throws the 3 paralyzing bombs. My Voidborn is able to fear everybody. And I think that's pretty much GG with female Selphos using her ult. If female Selphos uses her ult with Queen of Frost, good game. Good game. You want to know how you can really punch up with teams that, like your third team or your second team, and you're just having a lot of trouble? Female Lionstone and female Selphos, they are, if built correctly, they can equalize a lot of things. So, here we go. Crazy battle. Their Eldrosil's in here, so let's look at him. He's shooting off little things as people are CC'd. He's about to use his ult, so let's watch this. He like charges forward a little bit. Let's see. Oh, he's silenced. And now he didn't even get a chance to do anything. That silence kept him locked down. This team's turning out to be pretty good. I'm liking it. I think I might continue to build that. So let's look at Eldrosil damage. What do you think? Top damage by a lot. And then let's look at their Eldrosil damage. Almost top damage under their Necrosa. And look at the Ascension difference. And that's quite a bit. So just Eldrosil being a damage powerhouse. We kind of went over some of the traits to kind of do with them. We've gotten in some attacks. Let's clean up that tower in Valley of Conquerors, and then we'll go build some teams. We'll go build, in case y'all have some teams, or we'll kind of go through the champion list and kind of figure out who would go well with them. Kind of spark some of your creativity. Oh, never mind. I was put in my place by Freena. She took revenge on me. Way to go, girl. That's strong. So never mind. We're not going to be doing any of that stuff unless 2 can get down to a tower here, and it looks like we can. But it's not a tower that's worthwhile. That's 120. So unless there is a big, juicy red... Oh, and there is! But we got 2 minutes until we resurrect. So we got to be a little patient anyways. Oh, bummer. So let's talk about some teams. Anybody that can stun, anybody that can heal, anybody that can shield. Anybody that can crowd control. Again, I don't know. Oh yeah, were we going to test real quick to see if silence is considered crowd control? Let's check it out. I think it is because Male Water and Son says he doesn't do crowd control. Um, so Male Water and Son. Oh, okay. I guess I can see with Mel Nordalsar. So what we want to see is if how many of those little darts are shot off. And remember, Mel Nordalsar can also stun, but we're not looking for that. So there's one was shot. One they're shot off. Okay, I think if you silence the enemy, they are shot off. Let's double check. There's a silence. But then he's stunned right after it. So let's see. Let's get it. There's a silence. Yep. Yeah. So silence, I think, is causing it to fire off one. Like man, so that could mean some cool stuff if you have Mel Nordalsar on your team, or anybody that silences a whole lot. Yeah. So there's a stun, and I just want to double check. Silence, but I don't know if that was shot off because I wish I could really. There's a silence, but there's a stun. Alright. There's a silence. Okay. I think maybe they are getting shot off when silence. So I think silence is a crowd control, but on Meltwater and Son, it says accept silence. So I always get a little confused about that. So yeah, getting a team that can silence, that's the way to do it. This might bring some relevance to Mel Nordalsar too, or just hexproof, getting some hexproof in there as well. Maybe even putting hexproof on him because if he's got hexproof on himself and he is able to shoot off more of his passive when that procs, oh boy, that's pretty nasty. So let's see. Yeah, I think he is. That's pretty gross. Just an idea for y'all if you're brainstorming. Look at all that damage he's doing. So what I might end up doing is honorable, hexproof, or actually barrier, hexproof, and then brutal. Yeah, because if his own abilities can silence and then it causes his own abilities to go off, you're just going to get a crazy cascading effect that's going to be unbelievable. So, yeah, I think I'm going to try hexproof on this guy and see how he does. I'll do that a little later. But that was a good way to test right there on the silence. And then now let's go make some teams. All right. So we want champions that stun to go along with Eldrosil. You could literally have Eldrosil in the front or the back, depending how you want to utilize him. Remember, he does that bone thing, so that's really good. I would highly recommend putting Queen of Frost in the back to take advantage of that. And you get the 2 Guardian bonus, which is really good. The ideal thing is to use 3 Guardians in each team, and that'll use all the Guardians, and that'll maximize your Guardian champion buff. And then maybe in your last team, if you can do all 5 of these, then that works out pretty well. So, some other champions. So, she silences female Nord. So, she's in a lot of the current meta, and she could be a nice potential to your team to get the passive to go off. Who else? I think Taunt is considered control, so Mel Ascavarge could be really good. Of course, Mel Ignorath has 2 stuns or 3. Void Guardian has 1. I think just 1. Necrosa she uses her active and it grabs 3 people. And so that's 3 passives all shooting off right there. So consider that. I don't know if Necrosa has any other control, but that's pretty good combo right there from her active. Female Selphos throws the 3 bombs. Let's see. Zeiston has his big stomp, and he kind of looks cool in this group a little bit. That could be a potential with his. He also has a taunt, so if that's a double control right there, that could have some real potential. We talked about male Nordalsar getting in there with his silences. You got a fear with Heliala and a heal. That could have nice potential. Um, uh, Marrowborn has a lot of crit. He increases crit hit chance whenever his active goes off on people. So that's a nice big opportunity there. You have a big stun with Gokong's active. It's like 5 second stun or something like that. One of my favorites is, but I don't have any Warrior Guardian stones, sadly. But I really like this dude, and his Shiver. He controls a lot of people with Shiver. On top of that, he can extend stuns and other forms of control with his ultimate. So pairing him up with, like, let's say, I've always loved him paired up with male Acuna, something like this. And then look at all this CC here. Not to mention, Eldrosil, the Guardian, is going to protect the male Acuna with his knockback when he's using his active. And then let's think, who else just stuns a whole bunch? Like maybe female spider could be a really good combination too. Um, let's see. Oh, here we go. Check this out. Akuna is this symbol, whatever that is, arcane power. So is Bjorn Krieger. So you could even go male water and sun if you wanted to. Bring out the Meltwater and Sun to get the bonus. Look at that. Then you're getting 3 champion bonus and the 2 champion bonus, which is almost the same as having the 3 guardians. It's almost as much strength and almost as much tenacity. So maybe we should make that argument. Make 3 teams, each of them with 2 guardians, and the other 3 spots are with this tenacity. I think with what we have right now, that's your best, most efficient combination. But yeah, some team like this, or say you don't have Mel Water and Sun, you could even do like a female Nereid, something like this, and then put Fearsome on the female Nereid, so she's stunning, and every time she stuns that Eldrosil, like mine has Fearsome on her right now, so that's a really interesting setup. You could even do, say you needed your tank. You're like, I gotta have my tank. Let's get her in. Look at that. You still get your bonus up here, the group bonus, but look at her. She can pull people in. They can be in the shiver range. Or actually, in that case, I'd probably put Eldrosil back. Maybe something more like that. Bring people in. They're going to get in the frost from the male Acuna. This allows the Queen of Frost just to quickly get in the back line at the start of battle. Like, this is a pretty nasty team right here. I might save that roster just to look at a little bit later. Well, let's try this again with Eldrosil. So you want stuns, you want control. You could do, say, if you're looking at the Void Guardians, maybe your Queen of Frost Nah, you gotta have Queen of Frost with Eldrosil, man. That's just mandatory. So maybe you have your Void Guardian. This is the team that we're about to approach, is something like this. In fact, you could have Void Necrosa pull him in so Eldrosil will knock him back with his active. Like, let's try something like that. And then let's get that Void Guardian in there too. Queen of Frost up front. Let's try this. This is going to be really fun, I think. Uh, so I kind of gave y'all a good idea, I think, of people you can put with Eldrosil and be effective. I just like it when he knocks people back. I think that that's really cool. That's just a little built-in little hidden gem in his active that people really don't pay attention to. And in fact, while we're talking about that, and oh, my video's running a little long, but let's go back in here. Let's look at his abilities one more quick time, just so that we know what's going on. His passive. He does more damage the further enemies are away, so that's really important. When an enemy is on the field and a control effect, he launches a spike. It does true damage and he gets healed by it. So, okay, we kind of knew that. But we forgot about the distance thing. So maybe putting him in the back row is the way to go, if you know what I mean. Because he's got that distance on people, and that's really strong for him. So his active, he shoots us out. They get stunned. They take damage. They increase and receive crit damage. They take more crit damage, which is really important. So his active is really important. And then he does that swipe thing, knocking them back and dealing damage, which is fun. The ultimate, he kind of does the thrust them forward. It causes a big knockback. And this time, anytime an ally uses an ultimate, he gains crit rate, which again isn't as important as the crit damage. And then his guardian ability, he deals tons of damage, true damage. If they're in a control immunity or interruptible, he does even more little damage to them. And then he gains resolved based off of each time he deals damage in battle. So again, more control, the more times he's going to do damage in battle, more times he's going to use this. And then each time you use a guardian skill. So you kind of do want a lot of guardians on his team so that he's going to, well, I guess it only stacks up to 10, right? So that's significant. And that's his crit damage, so that's the most important thing. So really, as long as he's got another guardian on his team, I think that that's going to refresh just fine. So here we go. Let's build this team. Let's get that Queen of Frost in the back. I like her getting a little strength from the back. And then I like the Eldrosil kind of using his active knockback with a Void Guardian for control. And then, you know what, this time, instead of the Ignorath, nice part about Ignorath is I just don't have to worry about him. He's going to survive. So let's get the Ignorath. I have plenty of damage. Let's get the Ignorath in there. All right, let's start butchering, shall we? I don't think anybody was in this blue tower over here, so that's kind of a waltz up. And again, sorry this video is cool. Oh, there's somebody that's blue here. Who is it? Please be a strong player. Oh yeah, up there. So the Askavarj comes in. My Ignorath is right. Oh, but the Voidborn was able to stack them on top of each other. Queen of Frost, mulch. And, oh, there's more fun here. Nope. No, there's not. Here's this red tower that we want. And let the battle begin. I'm mostly looking for this Eldrosil knockback with his active. So he wasn't even able to use his active there. Oh, he's getting just demolished in that front row. Oh my goodness. We weren't able to save him. Oh no, this is a really strong enemy. Another one. Alright, so my Eldrosil's gonna need to be in the back row. That means I'm gonna have to put my Queen of Frost in the front row. I just don't like doing that much. Alright, so that's gonna be it. Hopefully you learned a few things about Eldrosil. He's a really cool guardian. You still have one more day to decide after seeing this video if you want him or not. The event's still going on. I would show you some of the fights in here, but I'm not going to. Wow, 19. So I'm not, but if y'all want to see this part real quick, see if I get anything good out of this. This is always a fun part. So, bingo, purchase packs. I like to get the 99-cent pack with my Lith bucks. And then we got some free diamond stuff here. And then total top-up rewards. Woo, 2,000. That's what I like to see. All right. And then let's hit this wheel. Come on, give me some ascension tokens here. I got 13 chances. Oh, that was a rough one. I like the 50 shards. The 250 is rough. And then we'll just do the last three, see how it goes. Oh, there we go. That was kind of a little redemption. So I got right. I ended this event at about 5,000. Oh, and I saw something shiny. 6,000, which is perfect. So I'll be ready for the next event so that I can get the next Guardian, hopefully. But yeah, hopefully this video helped out. Eldrosil is a cool release. I think I like this one. But yeah, hopefully this video helped you. If it did, throw a like down. If you like my long-windedness and kind of my explanation of champs and my outlook of the game, go ahead and subscribe. The more subscribers, it helps me get better rewards. If I think I got to hit like 1,000 subscribers or something ridiculous. And then if you like these videos right as they come out so it can help you make the decisions with the champions that are just released, go ahead and hit that bell notification. And yeah, that's Eldrosil right there, and I'll catch you on the battlefield. Thanks for stopping by.